How's it going, everybody? My name is Lucian. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up your Satisfactory server on Windows with the new 1.0 release. So first thing, what we're going to want to do is open up our browser. And we are going to Google search SteamCMD. For me, it happens to be the first link. So we're going to click on that. We're going to click right here where it says Windows. And then we're going to click this link right here to download the zip file. Next, what we're going to want to search is the Satisfactory server app ID with the SteamDB. And if you're using Google as a search engine, pops up right here. If not, we're going to click the top link. And this is the app ID that we need. But we're going to put that on the back burner for just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and open up our downloads folder. And we're going to right click and extract this. Then we're going to take the extracted folder. I'm going to Control X to cut it. Then I'm going to go to my C drive. You can place this wherever you want. I like to organize things. So I'm going to create a new folder within my C drive. We can call it servers. Enter, and I'm going to go into that folder. Then I'm going to paste the SteamCMD folder that we extracted. Then I'm going to open it. And then I'm going to open SteamCMD and let that initialize and download all those files. While that's doing that, I'm going to go back one to the server folder here, and I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to call this folder Satisfactory. Enter on that. Then I'm going to go into that folder. Then we're going to wait for SteamCMD to finish. All right, now that SteamCMD is finished, if yours isn't, please feel free to go ahead and pause the video and catch up with me. Now that you're caught up, what we're going to do is we're going to click in the bar up here so we can highlight this, the path, the directory. I'm just going to Control C and copy that. I'm going to then click into the SteamCMD here. I'm going to do force _ install _ dir space, and then I'm going to Control V to paste in the directory. I hit enter, and then I'm going to log in anonymous, hit enter. All right, now that we are logged in, we're going to need the app ID. So I'm going to go back to our browser here. I'm going to copy the app ID right here by right clicking, hit copy. Go back to SteamCMD. Then I'm going to do app _ update space. And then I'm going to Control V to paste it. And then I'm going to do another space after that. And type in validate and then hit enter. This will vary depending on your internet connection. All right, now that that is complete, we can exit the program. However, if yours is not complete, please feel free to pause the video and catch up with me. All right, now that you're caught up, we're just going to simply type in exit, and that will close SteamCMD. Now we can open up our folder. And as you see here in the Satisfactory folder, we do have all these files. But before we start the server, we're going to want to go ahead and open up the port in our firewall. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to click on our start menu here, and we're going to type in firewall. And then we're going to click on firewall with advanced security. All right, now that that's open, we're going to click on inbound rules. We're going to click new rule. I'm going to click on port, click next, leave this on TCP, and we're going to do 7777. And then we're going to hit next, leave this as default, next, again, leave default, next, and then name it whatever you want. I'm just going to do what the port is and then TCP. And then I'm going to click on finish. Then I'm going to do it one more time. Select port, next. This time I'm going to select UDP. Again, 4 sevens. Click next. You're going to leave everything as default like you did the first time. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to add UDP at the end of it, and then click finish. And that's all we need to do with the firewall. We're going to go ahead and close that. And then we're going to double click on our factory server here and start up our server. Now, you may or may not get this pop-up right here. I'm getting it because I'm running this on a standalone dedicated Windows machine. That's a dedicated Windows server. And I don't play any games on it or anything like that, so I don't have DirectX installed, for example. But if you don't have this pop up, don't worry about it. You're good to go. The server will start right away. However, if you do get this pop up, simply just hit yes, and then you can see this pop up right here. We're gonna click I agree and then install. All right, now that that's finished, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit close, and it's gonna automatically start up the server for me. And we're gonna wait just a second for that to boot up. All right, so this is everything that you should be. This is everything that you should be looking at. Give or take, some of these IPs might be different, but this is what it's going to look like before we jump into the game. So if you see any like kind of errors or anything like that, don't panic. Let's go ahead and jump into the game and get that set up. All right, now that we are in game, we're going to hit Server Manager, click Add Server, and you're going to type in your server's IP address. Once you do that, leave the port as default and hit confirm. This will pop up for the certificate. We're going to hit confirm. Then it's going to ask us for a name. We'll do Lucian's server. Hit confirm. Then we're going to do an admin password. Then we're going to hit confirm. Then we're going to hit create game. Pick whatever starter zone you wish. I'm going to leave it on grassy fields here. Type in your session. Call it Lucian Tut. Call yours whatever you want. And then hit start game. And then hit confirm on this. From my experience, this usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes. So we'll go ahead and wait for that. All right, now that it's done, we are going to click join game. All right, guys, just like that, we are in our 1.0 server for Satisfactory. So if you want friends to play that are outside your network, you will need to port forward 7777 TCP and UDP, and that will allow your friends to play. Your friends will join using your public IP address. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.